Alrighty guys, we're going to be going over the KPI report, just kind of the overview of it. So the KPI report is the report that is made from each team on the key performance indicators. That's what KPI means. And this is a report that is generally due on the 15th of the month for the month previous. So team leaders and such will submit that report to management on the 15th for the month prior. Okay, so first thing I just want to go over is just kind of the overview of it. So you can see here that it is just going to be updated on a monthly basis with the numbers. So like right now is October 1st, so we'd start working on getting all of our September numbers in here and get them all in by the 15th. Okay, so I also want to make you familiar with these tabs down at the bottom. So you have your summary tab, which has the main data really that you're going to put in. You then have your bookings list. This actually will not come from you, it will come from management. We will actually put this in here for you, and it will show you all the bookings that were done during a given period of time. Now, for those of you who don't know, if you can sort these in different ways. So if I wanted to sort it by property, I could press sort, and then I come down here, sort A to Z, and then it will bunch together, here are all the Escape to Paradise bookings. You can also go by agent name, A to Z, and now I can see, okay, here are all of Drianne's bookings, and if I were to drag over all of her bookings, I could see how much Drianne did $2,549 in rent revenue this month. So that is how you can tell what a person did in rent revenue. Anyway, so that's the bookings list. It's just the list of all the reservations that were made in a given time frame. Next is these three are for our ads. I'm actually going to have an entire training that goes over this, but essentially what these are is this is the list of every single advertisement that you have and other information about them, which we'll go over in a later training video. So let's go back to the summary area that you'll need to be filling out. So you just go through each one of these and you're going to fill in the data. So if we're in September, I'd figure out, okay, how many inquiries do we get? Well, I have over here this little thing that says source. This says where you can get that information. This comes from the ads data, which are these three tabs. So I'd go through these, I'd figure out how many inquiries came in for each type of ad. Let's say it was 500 inquiries for my ads that my team is looking over, okay? Bookings, the number of bookings, again, I would go to the bookings list. Now this is bookings for your team, okay? This is not all the bookings. So I'd go in and I'd figure out how many bookings did my teammates have. So let's say that my team was just Drianne and Erica. Those are the only agents on my team. So I'd find out Drianne and Erica. I could just drag over their names. Those are all, the bookings that they made. And then I could look over here and it says count is 28, okay? So it's kind of nice. You can also click on this explore button and it will show you more information. It will show you the count. If you drag over other stuff, it'll show you the average, minimum, maximum, all of that. So it's kind of cool. So anyway, if you drag over, I'm going to drag over all these people's names. There are 28. So I'd say, okay, we had 28 bookings on my team this month. Okay? So I'd go 28. And I'm going to click off this thing. It's kind of getting in the way. And then I would figure out what my paid leads conversion ratio is. So what this means is it's just how many bookings did we get per lead. So it would be 500. It would be equals 500, which is that one, or equals, or I could just do it this way, equals 500 divided by 28. Oops, I did that wrong. I'm sorry. It's equals 28 of 500. I'm sorry. That's what it is. So we have, and that's a percentage. So it's 5.6%. I'll change it to a percentage on there. So there it is. 5.6% is what our conversion ratio was of those 500 inquiries. We converted 5% of those 500 inquiries into reservations. Okay. Next, I'm going to go through these kind of quick. This is how many total paid ads you have, how many newly listed ads you have, which we'll go over in the other training. That's all the ads in this one. These are the exclusive ads, and then working wholesale ads. Okay. We'll go over that also in the other training video. Also, in how many inquiries per ad did you get for each of these different groups. So if you had, 25 inquiries per 300 or per 25 ads, that's one lead per ad. Okay, and you can calculate those. If you have any questions on any of these, just let me know. Next are your reviews. So first of all, you're going to want to go and look at the different websites that you have ads on, and you're going to want to go and find out how many of these ads or listings, how many of them have good, or how many total good reviews do you have. You can do that pretty easy by just logging into like FlipKey or VRBO. Same thing with bad reviews. FlipKey, you're going to log into FlipKey and find out how many ads do you have with less than 3 reviews. Log into FlipKey and find out how many total ads or FlipKey ads have less than 4 stars. Okay. Actually, we're probably going to get rid of this. Some of these may change, just so you know. I'll probably just these may be gone later. That may or may not. We may or may not keep those. Next is okay. So in FormStack, you need to look up how many review reports did you complete in the month prior. Okay, so review reports are something that you'll go over in another training video, but every time we get a review that hits one of our ads, you have to fill out a report. It's pretty easy. You just go to the team website, go to reports. Let me see here. So if I go to the team website and then I go to the reports section, there is a oh, it is not on here yet. We're going to put that on there, but it will be in here, and it will just say report, or I'm sorry, review report. Okay, so it will be on this eventually. It isn't there right now. Next. Next we have just some other things you're going to estimate. Roughly how many individual meetings did you have with agents? How many team meetings did you have? How much rent revenue did you get from your team? Well, you're also going to be breaking down the numbers for each agent from the bookings list and other places. So you can just sum up, how much all your teammates got, and that's how much team revenue you guys generated. Your FlipKey response rate, again, you can log into FlipKey and you can update that. That isn't just for your team, that's just the overall number. You want to find out your average time to first response. This is not just for your team. Again, this is for everyone. We want to be aware of the response times yeah, it is just going to be the average time. Some of these may change, just so you know. I may actually move a few of these. Team leads that are up for grabs. This is an estimate. How many on average are you seeing in there when you log in? Again, just kind of an estimate, and also an estimate how many are are in the awaiting response folder or what the heck folder on any given day when you go in. Is it 5? Is it 10? Just kind of make an estimate and put it in there. Okay. So, and then you have the individual things from the bookings list. You're gonna be able to figure out the number of bookings, the number of cases that they resolved. Now, these two, number of cases resolved, and some of the other data for individual agents, we will actually pull from desk.com. I want to show you real quick in desk.com how to access team data. So you can actually look at the data for each of your individual agents. Okay, so let me pull that up real fast. I'm going to log into desk.com. So if I want to see individual agent statistics within the desk.com system, I would simply go over here, click on this little area, then I'd go to admin. Oh, I'm sorry. I actually got that wrong. It's not admin. It's called Business Insights. So that kind of gives you insights into your business. And then it crunches the information that's in desk.com. Okay. And then from here, you can just go to, instead of this overview report, you want to go to agents. Okay, so now it's pulling up all the information on all the individual agents. But the time frame here is only September 24th to October the 1st. If I wanted to see the entire month of September, I just click on it and say, okay, I want to go from September 1st until September 30th, and I'd hit apply. Okay. And then you have a bunch of different information. Only resolved cases is what's going to go into the KPI report. We may actually change this to something else. If you click on this little arrow, it shows you more information. Another one we might do is outbound interactions. We may add that one to it as well. That shows how many outbound emails were sent by a particular agent. So you can see how, who's been the busiest sending emails to people in this list right here. So that is very helpful when looking up data on your team. So if ever on the KPI report it talks to you about, what it says desk.com, it's going to be in there. Okay. Anyway, and the rest of these you can pretty much figure out. Conversion ratio is just how many bookings did they do divided by the number of cases that they resolved, which you'll have up above. So anyway, this is essentially it. You fill it out. Some of these fields may change every once in a while. If they do and you're not sure what it is, do your best to calculate it or contact management with questions. Anyway, that is the KPI report. It is due on the 15th of every month. In the next training videos, we'll talk a little bit more about the other tabs here that have to do with the ads and some of the marketing side of things. Okay.